Alright guys, thanks for coming today. What I'd like to do today is to inform y'all about the Texas Farm Bureau, which is a interest group of Texas, special interest group of Texas. So first you gotta ask, what is a special interest group? The interest group, also called a special interest group or pressure group, any association of individuals or organizations, usually formally organized, that on the basis of one or more shared concerns attempts to influence public policy in its favor. And that's from the Encyclopedia Britannica. So what is the Texas Farm Bureau? The Texas Farm Bureau is an organization that lobbies for the agricultural industries of Texas. These industries include things like farming, ranching, and poultry, other ag industries. So when looking at things, you got to go back and see where they came from. So the history of the Farm Bureau is, the first chapter was formed in Dallas in 1920. It was just a county chapter. By January of 1921, there were enough county bureaus to hold the first annual meeting of the Texas Farm Bureau Federation. They were established under the umbrella of the American Farm Bureau Federation, which is the national chapter of the Farm Bureau. This original TFBF collapsed in 1926. But in 1933, the Texas Agriculture Association was founded to kind of fill the void of the representation that was needed for the agriculture industries of Texas. Then in 1939, they changed their name back to the Texas Farm Bureau Federation. And in 1953, they dropped the Federation from the name, which left us with the modern name of the Texas Farm Bureau. By 1990, membership had risen to over 320,000 members, and that has kept rising today to over 500,000 members. Now the Texas Farm Bureau, it kind of has there's a kind of a bureaucratic structure to it. The lowest level of the Farm Bureau is at the county level, which there are 206 individual county chapters. These county bureaus are then organized into 13 districts across Texas. Each district elects one member to the state board. Each of these members can be elected to a maximum of three 2-year terms. The TFB members meet annually and decide the policies and kind of what they're going to lobby for in the government in Austin and in Washington, D.C. And here, if you want to look, that's a map of all the 13 districts in Texas. So, what's the vision of the Texas Farm Bureau? The vision statement, and this is from the strategic plan of the Texas Farm Bureau, the vision of the Texas Farm Bureau is to benefit all Texans through promotion of prosperous agricultural for a viable long-term domestic source of food, fiber, and fuel. Now, just exactly how big is the Texas Farm Bureau? As I stated earlier, there's over 500,000 family members. There's 11 lobbyists that work in Austin and Washington, D.C. And in 2016, the Texas Farm Bureau spent over $720,000 in lobbying expenses. Pretty much what they do is they spend money on campaigns to get politicians that they want elected, and stuff like that. What are some of the policies of the Texas Farm Bureau? The Texas Farm Bureau works with legislature in Austin and Washington, D.C., as well as frequently addresses issues in the courts and the regulatory processes to support the needs of farmers and ranchers across Texas. Some of the things they push for is they want to keep the burden of taxes down on. They want to keep the burden of taxes down for ag industries. They want to protect landowner rights to their water and also under eminent domain. And they also oppose regulations that would restrict the practices of agricultural industries, such as, like animal rights activists and stuff like that that are kind of opposing them. Another crucial thing that the Texas Farm Bureau fights for is that they try to improve the infrastructure of rural areas. So your county roads, bridges, things like that, they work to get those maintained well. Lastly, the political affiliations of the Texas Farm Bureau, they tend to lean mostly right. They support candidates for limited government for the most part to keep regulations away, and also for candidates who propose pro-ag bills to the legislature. And so, in conclusion, basically the Texas Farm Bureau is there to protect the ag industries of Texas. And thank you.